cobs of corn with us. I remember wondering why their face did not look very bright, even though they were gratefully eating a delicious meal. Thinking about it years later, I realized these people were impoverished due to the severe exploitation of the occupying government. I would squeeze in between the grown-ups and try to eat the kernels of a small cob of corn, but as a small child I was never successful. Noticing me, my mother would smile gently, break off some yellow kernels from her cob and put them into my mouth. I remember the sweet corn kernels rolling around in my mouth as if it were yesterday. Thank you for the 5 billion in the house. Thank you so much. The Dali Bridge legend. Mother, why is where we live called Pyongan province? I was full of curiosity, and whenever I had a question about something, I ran to my mother and asked her for the answer. Every time my mother responded kindly, "Well, dear," she replied, "it is called that because the Pyong part is the first character of Pyongyang and the An part is the first character of Anju." "Why do they take one character from each name?" I asked. "It's because both of them are big districts," she said. Over time, Anju had grown into a large town. It was surrounded by expansive plains that were ideal for farming, and there was normally plenty to eat. My father, Hang Song-won, was born on January 20, 1909. He was the eldest of five children of Hang Byung-gon and Choi Di-byung of the Chong-johan clan at Yonghong village. By the city of Anjo, my father entered Mangsong Public Primary School in 1919. When he was 10, he had to leave after finishing the fourth grade, but his desire to learn led him to enter a private school, Yukyong School, in 1923, from which he graduated in 1925 at age 16. He then became a teacher at his alma mater, Yukyong School, for 10 years. During the chaotic period from Korea's liberation until 1946, he served as the vice principal of his other alma mater, Mangsong Primary School. I lived with my father for only a brief time, but his gentle nature and features are engraved in my mind. He was meticulous and thrifty, and he was very strong. One day he was out for a stroll on a local road when he saw some people struggling to clear a big rock from a rice field. He went over, lifted up the rock, and moved it out of the way. He was a devout Christian and follower of Reverend Lee Young-do, pastor of the New Jesus Church. Because of my father's work as a teacher and his active life of faith, he was rarely at home. He lived a life of service to God, even though the government tracked and persecuted Christians from independent churches such as his.